Back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. It's Tuesday, so let's get it. Today's word of the day is finagle. All right, stands for to obtain or achieve by indirect or deceitful methods and whatnot. Now, I think being deceitful is not the way to go, but in anything in life, deals have to be finagled to work for everyone's interests. You buy a car, you got to negotiate, deal with different lenders. Of course, whenever you go to a dealership, they're gonna ask you to use their financing, which might look good in the beginning, but then it could end up looking like a subprime loan and screwing you in the end from the interest rates, especially with the interest rate would be very high, but the down payment will be very low or no down payment at all. But next thing you know, when you add all, do all the adding up and whatnot, it looks good. Quote unquote in your mind, but actually on paper, there's these little fine print areas of saying, hey, your payment might start off as this, but it's going to end up looking like this eventually. And then it puts people in a position where they are priced out and they have to end up getting the car repo, or they have to do a trade or something to that effect. You just never know. So, but my mindset when it comes to finagling a deal, it doesn't mean I'm trying to be deceitful and whatnot. I'm just trying to ensure that the terms work out in my benefit, and hopefully, obviously, that it works out in the benefit of the other individual and whatnot. Where you shop, how you make your money, who you spend your money with, how you're spending money and whatnot. It's like credit cards is a great way to finagle certain things in life. I like to travel, so I like to utilize credit cards, my airline miles cards, my cashback rewards credit cards. I like to utilize, I just got a business gas card and whatnot, so that I can get more, especially with today's gas prices, even though they're coming down. But hey, to be able to get percentages off on my gas, and especially even with me, I shop at a specific grocery store, and I get gas points for shopping there. So therefore it takes off points on the gas, and then by utilizing the points from the grocery store and then utilizing the gas card, and I'm able to save money on gas at the same time. Then the cashback rewards credit card with my business. So when I'm spending my money, I get cashback rewards. Then I get discounts on certain rental cars and hotels and restaurants if I utilize my credit card with or certain credit cards with certain vendors and whatnot. So it's all about how you finagle things, it's all about how you do things and whatnot. A lot of people, they finagle their life. They'll do the house hacking method by buying a home and renting out all the bedrooms and whatnot, so that they don't have to pay the mortgage, and all they have to do is worry about the utilities. Or even to the point where they don't have to pay the mortgage or utilities, so they're saving money. I remember this one gentleman in Wilmington, Delaware. He bought his first house, and he even broke up with his girlfriend because he's like, hey, I'm not trying to just be a regular employee the rest of my life. I want to be able to make money moves and have multiple streams of income to be able to retire myself early. So he had to talk her into allowing them to rent out, after he bought a house, renting out one of the rooms in his house. And he had to negotiate that with her. And they had a person who was more of a senior citizen, so it was less drama, less noise, etc. And then he was like, hey, I want to rent out more of the rooms. And she wasn't with it. She was like, why are you so obsessed with money? He's like, well, I don't want to be a regular employee the rest of my life. I don't want to just work for somebody the rest of my life. I have other goals and aspirations. And so she wasn't with that program, and he had to let her go. And he rented out every single room in his house to the point where he was living in his garage for a year. And you can imagine living in a garage anywhere in America, especially where on the East Coast, where the winters can be very harsh. But he made it work. He had a specific sleeping outdoors. Sleeping outdoors, sleeping bag. He made it work. And he slept in a tent in his garage when he didn't have to. This guy was a big executive at a bank, but he lived way below his means so that he could save money. A lot of times, it's just about the amount of money you make, but it's about what you can keep. Okay. And when you put yourself in a position to where you're even paying, like a lot of people have started to downsize on their living. So if you put yourself in a position to where you're not having to pay any mortgage or any rent, put yourself in a position where the amount of money that you're paying for your mortgage or your rent goes from this to this, you're putting yourself in a better position so that you can save your money and invest your money. A lot of people don't, living below your means can help you out tremendously in so many different aspects. So that's just how I look at it. That's, you figure out a way to finagle your life, obviously without being deceitful and without being unlawful and whatnot, and being without being a poor judge of character and being poor morally. But you know, when you finagle certain things in life, you can make some moves. It's you would never believe it. Trust me on that one. Today's quote of the day is from Gucci Man. He said, "If you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right people." I could not agree with that statement more, because being connected with nobody or being connected with the wrong people can be one of the worst things one can do in their lives, and it kills. In a lot of sense, it kills creativity and it kills growth. All right. So do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you have a great day. Don't forget to check out my online store. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, do not forget to check out my online. Don't forget to check out Stash, WEBULL, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Acorn, all that great stuff. And with those platforms, you'll be able to make some money. And as soon as you sign up, put a pin in your account, you'll be able to go from there. All these links are in the description. So as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. Take care, family.